Welcome, everyone. Today, we are going to get into one of the most vital skills in the entire hotel business. We're going to explore the art and really the science of prospecting, how we can transform simple awareness into the kind of meaningful business relationships that truly drive revenue and build a hotel's reputation for years to come.
Hello, and a very warm welcome. You can think of me as your AI-powered expert for this session, here to guide you through the ins and outs of modern hospitality. I am so pleased to welcome all of you, the students of Europe Hotel School, as you start this part of your online learning journey. Our goal today is to give you a powerful, strategic framework to really master this essential skill of hotel prospecting.
We've got a lot of great stuff to cover. We'll start with the absolute foundation, what prospecting really is. Then we're going to break down the three major business-to-business segments: the corporate client, group and tour business, and of course, the MICE segment. And to wrap it all up, we'll put together an essential toolkit with things you can start using right away. All right, let's dive in.
Okay, first things first. We have to understand that in our world, in hospitality, demand, well, it rarely just shows up out of nowhere. It's created. And that is exactly where prospecting comes in. You can think of it as the engine that powers a hotel's B2B revenue, turning what was once invisibility into real, tangible opportunity.
So, what do we actually mean by prospecting? You know, it's so much more than just making a few calls. It's a true professional discipline. It is the active, strategic process of identifying the right potential clients, approaching them in a way that's relevant to them, and then carefully, patiently developing those opportunities into lasting, profitable partnerships. This slide right here draws a really clear line in the sand. Over on the left, you see professional prospecting. It's driven by research, it's focused on relationships, and it's a continuous practice. Now on the right, that's the opposite. That's just random outreach. It's uninformed, it's transactional, it's sporadic. As future leaders, our focus has to be always on the left side of this chart.
All right, let's zoom in on our first key segment, the corporate client. To really succeed here, you've got to make a mental shift. You're not just selling rooms, you are selling an environment, a platform that actively supports their business objectives.
Think about it from the corporate travel manager's point of view. They have a very specific checklist. They see your hotel as an extension of their own office. So, is it a productive space? Is it located efficiently, somewhere that saves time? Does it fit their financial policies? And maybe most important of all, is the service reliable every single time? You've got to remember, consistency builds trust in a way that no flashy marketing campaign ever could.
And here we can see just how different corporate needs can be, depending on their travel patterns. For a team that's doing a lot of frequent short trips, the name of the game is speed and simplicity. So your solution? Things like express check-in and great in-room workspaces. But for a team that's on a long-term project, comfort is everything. That's where you win them over with tailored long-stay rates or in-room amenities like kitchenettes. The real art is in matching your solution to their specific need.
Now let's shift gears and talk about group and tour business. This segment, it operates on a completely different timeline with a whole different set of priorities. In this world, long-term planning and operational excellence are the currencies that matter most. Group organizers are making these huge decisions way in advance, sometimes years out, and they're entrusting you with a really complex operation. What that means is that winning their business comes down almost entirely to trust. They are looking for a proven track record, absolutely flawless logistics, and a partner who genuinely understands the pressures of managing large groups of people.
And what does that logistical mastery actually look like day to day? It's all in the details. It's being able to flawlessly manage those ever-changing rooming lists. It's ensuring meal timings are executed with military precision to keep a tour on schedule. It's coordinating how the whole group moves through your property without a single hiccup. When you can show that level of operational awareness, you build an incredible amount of confidence with the planner.
Our third segment, MICE, that's meetings, incentives, conferences, and exhibitions, is often the most complex. You see, these events are significant strategic investments for the companies holding them, and your hotel has to be seen as a partner in helping them achieve their goals. Now take a look at this. This shows what MICE planners are really focused on. And notice how event objectives is the biggest piece of the pie by far, at 40%. This tells us something huge. It's not just about the budget or the logistics. It's about why they're holding the event in the first place. Your prospecting has to go way beyond just listing your facilities. It needs to speak directly to how your venue will help them achieve their core strategic goals. And that purpose, that why, changes dramatically depending on the industry. A medical conference, for instance, needs a quiet, professional setting and has to follow super strict guidelines. A tech product launch, that needs a dynamic, high-energy atmosphere and the absolute best AV you can get. I heard about a hotel that won a major gaming console launch, not by offering up a standard ballroom, but by pitching this fully immersive environment with custom lighting, soundscapes, and interactive stations. They didn't just provide a space, they became part of the experience. And that is the level of partnership that wins in the MICE world.
Okay, so we've covered the who and the why of prospecting. Now let's get practical and build your essential prospecting toolkit. This section is all about the how, the modern tools and techniques you need for effective outreach.
The process is actually a pretty clear 4-step loop. It always begins with deep research to identify the right prospects. Step 2 is about crafting a personalized message that proves you've done your homework. Step 3 is probably the most important. You have to listen, really listen to their needs to build a genuine relationship. And finally, step 4 is maintaining that consistent, relevant contact. It's about being present, not just about selling.
So, how do we bring that process to life? Well, it all comes down to these core techniques. Personalization is absolutely critical. Referencing a company's recent expansion shows you're paying attention. When you're at networking events, make it your goal to listen more than you talk. Use digital tools to support your connections, not as a replacement for them. And always be strategic with your timing by understanding their planning cycles. It's all about consistency, building that trust one step at a time.
And this brings us to the absolute bedrock of all prospecting: integrity. In every single email, every call, every meeting, your sincerity is being evaluated. Prospects can tell right away if you're being genuine or just trying to manipulate them. Lasting, valuable partnerships are always built on a foundation of trust, never on pressure. Your reputation is your most valuable asset.
So I'll leave you with this one final thought. Technology and AI, they're giving us these incredible new tools for research and outreach. But the big question we all have to ask ourselves is this: how do we use these tools not to replace, but to enhance those uniquely human elements of empathy, understanding, and real connection? How will you use them to build even stronger, more authentic relationships? That is the challenge, and honestly, the great opportunity for the next generation of hospitality leaders. Thank you for joining me.